Hello, everybody. This is Get It Done, the first episode with Fuel Fitness Broward. It's sponsored by Fuel Fitness Broward, and it's a podcast that we're going to be talking about fitness, health, and mindset. And today I have Jose de Oliveira. He is an entrepreneur, he's a business person, he's a fitness expert, he's a coach. He has many hats, I have to say. And he's been in this industry for so many years. Tell us a little bit about yourself first before we go into everything that you do.
Hello, Fuel Fitness. Thank you so much for having me this morning. I appreciate you, Daisy. I started the fitness industry just as I graduated college. I went to FIU, International Business, and minored in marine biology. So there was a Real Madrid camp right behind it, right behind the campus, and I lived on campus, and I worked as the goalie trainer. So that was my first experience writing plans for people, trying to help them out on what they should be eating, what they shouldn't be, based off my experience with my coaches in FIU soccer, right? So I basically passed on that information. And I remember how much I was able to help people, and that really got me inspired to want to do that career. After a little hiatus in living in Brazil for a little while, where I learned from a lot of great bodybuilders, because I had the very good fortune of going to a gym in the city that I was at, that the level was quite high. So they were willing to take me under their wing and teach me quite a bit. So when I did come back from Brazil to live back here in Boca Raton, I got my certification almost immediately and started working at LA Fitness. And that was about 8 years ago. So I've been doing personal training here in America for the last 8 years. I worked 6 years at LA Fitness. It was an unbelievable experience, great company. If anyone does want to become a personal trainer as a career, I would definitely suggest that avenue. And then after that, I realized that I could help more people through their diets and through teaching body composition than actually training them for 30 minutes or for an hour. Because at one point I was a little overloaded with clients. So I opened a company called Fat Loss Made Easy. And I wrote a book on the subject, which is basically saying that we're not actually after weight loss. We're after a reduction in body fat. That is the main metric that you could use to measure someone's fitness level easily and quickly. And there's many devices that you can do that with. The calipers. We here at our clinic, we either use the handheld model or we use the body composition model that you did yourself when you were here talking to us and getting to see the space. So we use those metrics to try to teach our clients exactly how they should be eating, when they should be eating, what foods will maximize their performance in terms of losing body fat to improve their health.
Wow. Okay,
And
before we go into that, let's go a little bit of course, you've been in the fitness industry. You notice that we are always, I'm one of the people that are always looking for something that it will take me to the next level, something. And that's how I found you. I was like, oh, let me see what else is out there. This podcast is sponsored by Fuel Fitness. We're in Plantation in Broward. We are located in 17 Northwest 65th Avenue, Suite 11, Plantation. Check us out. We are more about, competition. Of course, we have the functional fitness element. We have also personal trainer, and we have the IROX prep, which is competition. The athletes come to get ready for the next competition, for the next maybe race that they have in the area, and sometimes they travel. But there's also that element of I want to lose weight. I want to be better fit for my next competition. Or maybe I'm not getting the results and I'm working in my body. So there's also that part that sometimes we forget is that our bodies, depending what we eat, depending what we do, it can react differently. I think everybody's different. Everybody, depending on the situation, depending on their environment, maybe we have to keep that in mind. And that's why I said, let me talk to Jose about this body composition, what it is happening in my body, and the things that I'm doing, if it's working or not. And I think everybody can benefit from something like that, just to understand your body. It's not only just workout, just eating. You just have to understand who you are as a person, and then from there, make the right choices for you. Correct? That's why I decided to go and visit you.
Yeah, fitness has to be personal. Absolutely. There's so many different ways to get fit, and there's so many definitions of what fitness is, right? To some, it could be just more energy throughout the day. To some, it's a six pack. To some, is looking better in a bikini. So I applaud everybody who does anything and to improve their fitness. I think, I mean, already, like, congratulations, you're already better than, 1,000%, the average person who doesn't do those things. And then again, the competitive environment in a gym like yours is amazing because it gives you something to look forward to every week. It becomes your sport. I grew up playing, soccer here in South Florida, and I always look forward to the weekends so I can go play. And your gyms like yours give that competitive environment and in a safe way with the instructors that I'm maximizing my fun, but through those exercises, I'm increasing my VO2 max, I'm reducing my resting heart rate, I'm improving my muscle mass, my balance. So there's so many benefits. So it's awesome that you're providing that service to people there in Plantation. So awesome stuff. And I think absolutely, like I said, there's so many different ways that we can define fitness. But
Mm-hmm.
here at my clinic, we try to take the opinions away and just use devices that, again, measure body fat, skeletal muscle mass, water mass, bone mass, and then 20 essential minerals and 14 heavy metals, where we can see your individual profile to see what we need to fix for you, not for the whole world. And
Mm-hmm.
because it's so personalized here in a clinical space, we can help you maximize your performances in those competitive environments like your place as well.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, like you said, it is personal. Sometimes, the same person in the gym, I mean, the different people at the gym are doing the same exercise and maybe they're reacting differently. You know what I mean? Like they're doing the same thing. And why is this person maybe losing faster? Or, and especially guys, women, we take a little bit longer. And it is because our bodies are different. It's part of nature and it's okay. Men maybe accumulate less fat. We need the fat because we have babies. There's another element that we have to keep in mind. And to treat everybody the same, I think is the biggest mistake that some people will do. You have to be so careful with that. And also, am I sedentary? Am I sitting in a desk all the time? You have to keep that in mind as a trainer and me as a business owner. When I talk to somebody at the gym, I have to acknowledge the person. If he's a mom, if he has 3 kids, if he's trying to get pregnant, something as simple as that, just a brand new mom, or maybe she's trying to have a baby. And I think it's so important that we just take that element of body composition as a priority, who we are and what we need. And there's something that I also found in your clinic that I think is very interesting. I don't want you to show it to the camera, which is the supplement that you having is already to sell, Fonte Sacra. Tell me a little bit about that.
So after doing 3 years of that scan, I spoke about the 20 essential minerals and the 14 heavy metals. I noticed that about 90% of my clients had the same deficiencies across the spectrum. We're talking about deficiency in zinc was the biggest one. Magnesium was low across the board. We had a lot of low iodine. We had a lot of low chromium. We had a lot of early signs of pre-diabetes. And if you look at the recent health statistics coming out of the government, they're saying that 70-80% of Americans are pre-diabetic, and I saw that in my results. I saw that often through low iodine and low chromium and low magnesium. That's kind of like a red flags.
Mm-hmm.
So after about doing this for 3 years and always having to give 6 or 7 or 8 supplements to fix in a way my clients' dietary deficiencies, I just said, why shouldn't I just combine all the best ones in one that everyone needs anyways, that's not going to ever be at any close to toxicity level,
Mm-hmm.
and then add personal favorites of mine that I would give to my grandma, like creatine, like NMN, like carnitine, things that just makes you run smoother, run with better gas, basically, if you will, if you're a car metaphor. Change the tires, get a little lighter. Those things that's what basically this all-in-one formula does. It just maximizes your ability to not only burn body fat, create new muscle mass, but also to recover from those things through sulfur MSM and that magnesium. So there's so many different aspects, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I did it. So instead of taking 10 pills a day, 1 scoop a day.
Wow, this is incredible. Let's show it again to the camera because I think it's so important that we try it. Like everything else, we try something. How fast we are going to see a difference. And I'm one of those people. I like to try. I just feel my body, okay, how is it reacting? There's a couple things that I don't want to say I got addicted, but it's like I feel better when I'm having those things. So it is okay to try and how fast you see it, and who should not try it or not, just in case, or should you have like an evaluation first and then you can determine, is this the right thing for you or this is for everybody?
So right now, the only people I would say cannot be on it is if you have an allergy to sulfur MSM. And there
Okay.
are a small population out there who are allergic to that. It will cause excessive bloating and diarrhea.
Okay.
Outside of that, unless you stay under 2 scoops a day, we have seen no side effects. So across the spectrum from as early as 17 years old all the way up to 67, 70 years old. No side effects or no major side effects outside of maybe the first day, a little bit loose stool. So, in terms of seeing the positive effects, now there is creatine in it. It's a full day serving of 5 grams. So creatine alone, if you isolate creatine alone, you're going to feel stronger in the gym almost immediately because it immediately produces more ATP out of the mitochondria. So we have a whole day's serving of creatine in the mix. So if you use this to go on a walk or to work out, you will immediately feel it within 72 hours.
72 hours. Oh, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Within 3 days, you'll absolutely be seeing better performances across your cardio and your strength lifts. For absolute certain. Now, in
Okay.
terms of gaining muscle mass and burning body fat, this isn't a magic wand. If
No,
you're
we don't
out
want
eating
that.
Yeah, if you're out eating the calorie deficit, if you're eating too little protein, if you're not giving the building blocks that the body needs to build the hormones to produce those effects, you're going to have a hard time. So this absolutely helps you. It will make your life a lot easier. But again, you do need a little bit of a dietary advice if you don't even know how to calculate how many calories you're eating a day. Like
Exactly. You have
why
to.
not get that guidance from day one to maximize the long journey, you know?
Exactly. Okay. Before we go, we wanted to please thank you for being with us today, and also you're going to be coming to Fuel Fitness in Plantation. He's going to be one of our guests in one of our Fuel the Community events that we have. Remember, we are located in 1700 Northwest 65th Avenue, Suite 11 in Plantation. We are like maybe 5 minutes from Turnpike. So we are very in the middle of Plantation. We have a beautiful community of people that are like very interested in just going to the next level when it comes to their fitness, stay fit. We have athletes, we have people who like to compete. So he's going to be visiting us pretty soon in Fuel the Community event.